Good evening, everybody. It is currently, for me, it is a Wednesday afternoon. I'm putting together this presentation for you to welcome you into the Am I Fit Challenge number 12. So I'm going to go through some do's and don'ts with the group, the nutritional information, how the challenge works, and again, just welcoming you into this amazing opportunity, the Am I Fit 6-week challenge number 12. Welcome to the group. Fantastic. I'm so happy that you're here making this change and deciding to do it with Am I Fit. We've got two different options for this challenge. We've got people that are on the Brisbane option, which is, as we talked about in our consults, your target is 10 kilos in weight or 5% body fat loss. If you hit that target, 10 kilos and 5%, then you will get a return trip equivalent travel voucher, $650. If you don't manage to hit that target, if you are 9.9 kilos or less or 4.9% body fat or under, then you'll get a one-way ticket equivalent airfares to Brisbane. So that's a $300 voucher automatically straight away after your free 6-week challenge. The second option that we talked about was those that are signed up on the pay as you go option. So for those people, you have paid the money up front, $500, and then you are training for a 6-week block. Now your goal is to get as far and do the best that you can, so lose as much as you can, obviously safely, making sure that you train, you eat well, and you're holding yourself accountable for decisions that you make. At the end of it, if you wish to continue on, I hope that you do, then we can talk about options after that. So those are the two groups that we've got, going to Brisbane or going for the vouchers, and we've also got those that are on the shortened, condensed 6-week block. So good luck to everybody on this challenge. Facebook rules, everybody. So with the accountability group, it's all about being positive. So make sure that your posts are positive to the group. Encourage everybody to do better. This is not a biggest loser competition. It is not one person wins because they lose the most. It is everybody is trying to get to either 10 kilos in weight, 5% body fat, or just do the absolute best that they can. Get themselves off to a great start, a good 6-week challenge, and then continuing on the process of living a healthy lifestyle with the knowledge of the nutrition, the trainings that we're going to be doing, and obviously holding yourself accountable. So keep the group positive. Any issues, contact me directly, okay, because we're all friends now. So contact me directly, or if it's about me, then you need to contact Mariah and have a talk to Mariah about it, and we'll get me sorted out as fast as we can. Keep the group positive, team. That's what it's about. We've got 3 pillars on this challenge, and I've talked to you about it during the consultation. So we've got our nutrition, we've got our training, and we've got accountability. The group's going to get split into a couple of subgroups, and those subgroups are going to get allocated a different accountability coach. Now, the accountability coach is there to be your first point of contact. Okay, you talk to them about different meal plans and options with the food, different training options. Sometimes it might be, hey, have you got an exercise that I can do at home? You know, I'm on the road for work. Is there anything that I can do that's going to help me with the challenge? Go to your coach first. If you don't get the information from the coach is going to come to me and we'll get you the information. Or you can come directly to me at any stage as well. I am always there to answer your questions, even if it has to be at 3 o'clock in the morning. I would like that it's not, but if it has to be, phone's by my bed. So that's your accountability coach. We're going to check in on you, make sure you do your weekly weigh-ins, make sure you're hitting your target, make sure you're training, keeping consistent. They're giving you the best shot of hitting your 10 kilos or your 5% in body weight, because I actually do want to give you a voucher for a little card, $650. So I want to get you over there and back, a decent holiday for putting the hard work in and giving me your trust by coming along and becoming a member of Am I Fit. That's what I want. When you do a training session, post into the group. So you post in there to inspire other people to say, yep, sweet, I've done my training session for the week. It was cold, it was wet outside. We still come along to training sessions. We've got a really good workout, good sweat up. My weigh-ins are going well. My food is going well. Everything is tracking in the right direction, which is down. So that's the kind of post that we want to have you to encourage other people to do well. Sometimes people like to post pictures of their food, so they cook a lovely meal, like my favorite Thai chicken satay, and then they take a photo of the group. So you don't just have to have chicken and rice and veggies, and then chicken and rice and veggies, and chicken and rice and veggies. It's not about that. It's about having a bit of variety. Find what foods and what dishes that you like, make a lot of it, and then have some leftovers set for the next night, the night after that, or maybe put it in the freezer and drag it out again next week. So try to lessen the amount of prep work or cooking that you actually have to do by making meals that you enjoy. That being said, try a few things, go outside your comfort zone, see if you like it. If you don't, then don't eat it again. There are plenty of options with within the challenge, and as I said, it doesn't just have to be the plain old chicken, rice and veggies, but that is an option to you. If you're looking at saving some money, then sticking with the chicken, the rice, and the veggies, the plainish sort of meals, eating to a target, that's what you want to do, then that's entirely up to you. Okay, team, so we're going to talk about training now. So with the training, very, very important. We need to get ourselves into a habit and a routine. Now, I would recommend that in the first week you train 3 times. So 3 times in the first week. If you're feeling comfortable after that, then pump those training sessions up. Maybe look at 4, even 5 on a big week. That would be a pretty awesome number to get to. Now, don't forget, you can also do training sessions outside of our 3 to 4 sessions that you do a week. You can go take the dog for a walk. You can go down to the beach. You can go for a swim. You can jump into a yoga session. Entirely up to you. The more that you do, the better chances you've got of burning through more calories on a weekly basis. To rock up to the training sessions, listen to the trainer. We'll let you know what the exercises are, if you need a partner or not, what kind of equipment you need. How the workout's going to go, the type of exercises that you're going to do, show you the exercises if we need to give you a demonstration, get the clock going, get the music going, 3, 2, 1, go. Once the session is running, we're going to make sure that you are doing the exercises correctly, you're not going to injure yourself, the weights are correct for you, we can go up, we can go down, we can keep you exactly where we are if we need to. Sometimes you're going to be partnered up with someone who's a bit more experienced than you. Listen to them. Their job is also to help you acclimatize and get used to the type of training sessions and tempo and intensity that we require at MyFitDrone training sessions. Now, that being said, in the first week, I try to have the trainers and even myself when I'm taking sessions, is to have 2 sessions going, one for those that are on a challenge because you're fresh, and we've got one for those that are a bit more experienced. So if you're going to take the fresher option, so you're new, we're going to go back to the basics. We're going to work on some of the big 4 exercises, sit-ups, press-ups, squats and down-ups. We're going to work on those forward. We're going to slowly start to bring some kettlebell exercises into it. And then that way you are slowly going to learn the types of exercises that are going to be required when you jump into the normal group session with everybody else. What can also happen if you're carrying an injury and you're uncomfortable with some of the exercises, then you just let the trainer know. If it's me, then say, Mike, hey, listen, my leg's sore. I can't really do any of those running and squatting exercises. We'll give you something else to do. If your shoulder is a little bit injured, as I know some people's are, then we will give you a more core-orientated and leg-orientated exercise or workout. You can change exercises within the board. So if you're looking at the board at the start of a workout and you see that there are some exercises that don't suit your current fitness level or your injuries. Oh, that's Lewis, by the way. So if you look at the board and you're not going to be able to do those exercises, then you can switch those exercises out for ones that you're more familiar with that are going to actually help you do better. Training is about having fun, so it needs to be rewarding and it needs to be fun. If your training sessions are a grind and you hate turning up to them, we are doing something wrong, so let us know. Okay, we'd like to make sure that you have fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. There are no mirrors down at work. It's not about what you look like when you are training. It is just about getting along, trying to be better than what you were yesterday, doing the best that you can during a training session, and then just repeating it again and again and again. And you will find over time that you are going to get fitter, you're going to get stronger, you're going to be leaner, you're going to be a lot more healthier, and you're going to have a better mental outlook on life because you are aiming for something. You're aiming to be better. So that is our goal with training sessions. If you don't feel inspired and motivated, please contact me and we will come up with a plan immediately to remedy that. The food or the nutrition portion of the challenge is huge. It is literally 80 to 85% of your weight loss is going to be done through what you do or what you don't put into your mouth. So the decisions that you make regarding nutrition are going to have a massive bearing on how far and how successful you are on this transformation. So everybody will get on weigh-in day one of these magazines with this handsome fella on the front, and inside that are things like Am I Fit, where we've come from, challenges that we've had previously, why we decided to put this challenge together, staff profiles, Am I Fit timetable, foods you can have, foods that you can't have, how to dine out safely according to our meal plan, 10 exercises to burn fat at home, and I've got my little sports models in there, why water is important to fat loss. We talk about protein powder and why it's important on this challenge. My recommendation, by the way, while we're talking about protein, is Inline Nutrition. So Inline Nutrition is a Dunedin-based company based out of the university. I will attach a picture later on. You can go to their lab on site, on campus, if you want to, or you can order online. It takes a couple of days to get there. They are batch tested. They are the protein powder for the Highlanders, so they can't have any any yucky bits and pieces in there that can get them into trouble. So we go with them, good brand, good flavors that are available there as well. Pretty good to deal with, and they're very low in the sugar and fat content, which is what I look for, as opposed to just buying a big protein powder with a big muscly person on the front there. And last but not least, and probably most importantly, we have got the recipe books. 42 different recipes that are inside here. Delicious recipes, morning, lunch meals, for breakfast and then lunch. And then we've got the dinner meals that are in there, because remember, that's when the carbs have gone. So when we start to get the yellow, that means that the carbs are gone. So therefore it is a dinner meal. We have protein and veggies and carbs for breakfast and lunch, but then for your dinner meal, that's when the carbs get cut, and we are just looking at protein, veggies and fat. Speaking of that little chart, don't forget that you're also going to get one of these, and this is based on your initial start weight. Now we've got our proteins, our fats, our carbs and our veggies in our list down there. For your lunchtime meal, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one from the veggies, one from the protein, and then one from the carbs, because it is green, blue and red in this case. So what we're going to do, for me, I'm going to go and have 170 grams of chicken breast. I'm going to go with some veggies, stir-fried veggies, that looks quite delicious. And then we're going to go with some 100 grams of cooked rice, and that would be how I construct a lunchtime meal. If you want to prep ahead of time, so never be caught short while you're at work and have to go and buy a pie and Coke or in a bag of chips, I will set my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Tupperware containers. I will cook up all my rice or my chicken breast and have my veggies ready to go. And then what I'll do is I'll put my 170 grams into my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday Tupperware containers. I will also put my 100 grams of rice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'll put my veggies in. Put the lids on top, put them into the fridge. I know that I've got my lunch sorted for the entire working week. That's just one less thing that I have to worry about. It's just grab my lunch and go. You'll also see in the meal plans when you get them, there is protein mid-morning and then protein in the middle afternoon. Now that's when you have your protein shakes. There are a couple of reasons that we have the protein shakes and 5 lots of protein a day. Firstly, it is going to help you stop snacking. So if you're the kind of person that snacks all day or grazes all day, and you have your morning tea and then people from work go and get a pie or something, and then you're going to go, well, I'm just going to have my Moro bar. We're going to use this protein shake as a way to fill your tummy. We're not going to fill it with rubbish. We're just going to fill it with our protein shake. And it's going to get us through to our lunchtime meal. And then our lunch is going to get us through to afternoon tea, and afternoon tea is going to be another protein shake. And then that will get us through to our dinner. Then we have our dinner, then we drink water, we go to sleep, and then we start again. That's what we try and do. Because some people don't like protein shakes, and I understand that. It's a thing. What you can do is you can jazz up your protein shake a little bit more. So it doesn't just have to be protein scoop into your shaker, and then water, and then shake it, and then drink it. Hold in your nose because it's not very nice. Inline nutrition is nice though. What you can do is you could get a blender or Magic Bullet, NutriBullet, put some ice in there, put your protein shake in. You could also throw maybe some of your yogurts, so your 0% Greek yogurt could go in there. So you're working on building that texture as opposed to just drinking a watery protein shake. Some people do, and that's fine. It's just a case of, I need protein, I'm having protein. Hold your nose if you have to. Well, if you're not too keen on the protein shakes, is you can substitute your protein shake for a protein sauce, which means that you could get a can of tuna or a can of canned chicken, and you could have that one portion size of tuna or chicken instead of your protein shake in the form of a powder in the shake. So all we need you to do is just increase your protein to 5 different portions 5 times a day. That makes sense? If it doesn't, we can talk about it a little bit more on weigh-ins on Sunday, or some of you a little bit later. The other reason that we have protein is used to repair your muscles. So basically it's like your muscles are going to get used by lifting weights, running exercises, doing sit-ups, being on the bike, doing some ski exercises. Your muscles are going to be used. When they are being used, they need to be looked after and replenished with nutrients. And protein is what we use for that. All the exercise that you're doing, you're going to become more active than you previously were. The protein is going to be used to help repair your muscles. the carbs that we talked about, remember, so that's bread, rice, pasta, that is used as your fuel source. And you fuel up your car in the morning, then you drive around town, and at the end of the day you park your car up and it is nearly on empty, which is good. And then in the morning you fuel it up and you go again. What we don't need to do for our bodies is fuel up at night and not drive around anywhere. We're not going to be particularly active at night time. That's mainly during the day when we're up and about and doing our exercises, just living our life. That's when we're going to burn through the calories. So we fuel up in the morning with our carbs and our protein and our veggies, and the same again at lunchtime, and then throughout the space of the duration of the afternoon, then we're going to burn through those. If you have, like I have in the past, and I still probably tend to do even now and then, is have a massive pasta meal with cheese and all sorts of goodness in there, I'm not burning it off. I don't burn it off at night. It's just going to get stored and converted to fat. If you do it over time, progressively over time, then your body is going to start to convert that fuel source, because it's not been burnt off, and they're going to store it for later use, and it gets stored as fat. All right? And sometimes we all know where that gets stored. So we will need to try and avoid that as much as we can and start to get into the habit of having protein and fat and veggies for dinner. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And again, the whole point on Sunday is for anything that you are unsure of regarding this presentation is to ask, or you can flick me a message. You go, Mike, what do you mean by this? And then I'll fire those questions back to you, as opposed to killing time on a Sunday. I will be putting out tips and hints regarding eating, training a little bit later on into the group. They're going to be things like watching your portion sizes. Your portion sizes have been calculated for you right here. So weigh your food. Don't just guess what 170 grams of chicken breast is going to be like in your hand and go, yeah, it's about 170. Actually get some kitchen scales, put them on the kitchen scales, and then add or take away chicken until you get to your 170 or whatever food that you're having. It's the same with the rice or your potatoes. Make sure you weigh your food so you know what a portion size is. Because if you get into the habit of consuming too much food, so your portion sizes are too large, therefore your calories are going to be up and up and up, and it's going to get us a little bit too close to what we're trying to achieve, which is that's the calories that you burn in a day, and that's the calories that you put into your body in a day. Now that difference there is your progress, your gains, you're losing weight, increasing your muscle mass while decreasing your body fat. It's that little calculation in there. However, if you aren't weighing your food, then this number here is just slowly going to go up and up and up and up until it's breaking even. And if you're hitting a plateau, as in, hey Mike, I'm training 4 times a week, and I'm eating exactly what you say I'm supposed to eat, not really, the portion sizes, then you're going to plateau, which is not what we want. We want you to be running a calorie deficient diet. Yes, burn that much, put in that much. That's your progress and gains. For some people, as you can imagine, it's pretty simple to see. If that's what you expend in a day or a week, and that's the calories that you put into your body in a day or a week, then that is putting weight on, storing and making more body fat, becoming unfit and unhealthy. So we want to stop that part there, and we want to get it down here. So watch your portion sizes. Talk more about that later on. Extra tips with the food. So egg whites. Egg whites is a big one. We don't have yolks. Because of the egg yolks have got most of the calories from the egg. So you got your egg, and then you open up, you got your egg whites, you got your egg yolk. Your egg yolk has got the majority of the calories. So we take that out because, again, remember that calculation that we're talking about. If you have your yolk, delicious, I get it. But for 6 weeks, let's say no. If you add your yolk in, then what you're going to do is you're going to get this number, your calories that you put into your body, closer to your calories that you burn. So those little things. Don't have your egg whites. If you can split them, awesome. Otherwise, you can go into supermarkets and look for egg whites by themselves. So the egg yolks have been taken out. You just get a bag, and it has got egg whites. And it's not just like a normal little bag. It's a proper bag, like the juicy boxes and stuff. You can get those, and you just have the egg whites. Okay, that's already been calculated for you, so the egg yolks are out. So it's one less thing that we need to worry about. Bread. It's sprouted bread. So Vogel's sprouted bread is what we're after. Actually, I'm going to go and get one. Actually, no, I'm not. We're out. So Vogel's sprouted bread, I'll put a post up soon. That is the closest to Ezekiel bread that we can find in New Zealand. So Vogel's sprouted bread is delicious. That is our go-to bread all the time, even though I'm out at the moment. I love doing these 6-week challenges. I get excited every single time. This is challenge number 12. And now we've got the Brisbane option that's in there. That's super exciting. I can't wait to hear stories of people going over and doing holidays and enjoying themselves. Because it gives us 2 goals. Remember, 2 goals. Goal number 1, hit 10 kilos, get a return trip, $650. And then the second goal is to look at the calendar, work out where you want to go, when you want to go, start building towards that. Maybe you've got a little bit more work to do. You want to get yourself in that bikini body or that Speedo body for the boys, and you start to work towards that target. So you've got yourself two goals. One, get the 10 kilos, and then the second one is choose an awesome location to reward yourself for doing fantastically well, keep the journey going, keep the process going, hit that target. Then we could do another one. We could be, next one might be half marathon time. I don't know. It's up to you. Possibilities are limitless for us. Once we get ourselves in shape, have a routine that we can stick to, see that focusing on our food, our training sessions, and being held accountable for our decisions, this is how it works. Simple. And I love doing these challenges. So that is enough from me. I don't even know how long it's going to take for me to edit this video and get it down. I'm going to see you on Sunday, 10 o'clock through till 2 o'clock. For some of you, you've organised time slots outside of that, which is awesome. Some of you are starting a week later. This is also cool. But your 42 days starts on your weigh-in day when we take your photos, do all your measurements and everything, give you the information that you need, and you are into it. If you've got any questions, feel free to fire them my way. You can send them via Messenger. You've also got Maria and your own accountability coaches who will be introduced soon that you can talk to about. Stay positive and try new things at training sessions. Allocate the time. We will take care of the rest. We will let you know what you're doing at your training session, what weights you need, type of intensity that we need to go. Don't forget to keep an eye on your own bodies, which means if you are carrying an injury, or if you physically don't think you're able to do something, then let the trainer know, or you change the exercises yourself to something that is more suited to you. Most of your calorie loss and most of your weight loss and your body fat loss is going to be via the nutrition side of it. So focus on your portion sizes. Make sure you stick to the plan. The plan is there for a reason. It's a 6-week block. You don't need to drink. You don't need to go and have a bag of chips. You don't need to eat chocolate. It's a 6-week. Let's do the absolute best that we can and see what we get in 42 days time. I'm going to see you soon. Good luck, everybody. See you on Sunday.